Guys, I'm going
This
to
is
turn
going
off
to
the
be fun.
mic.
Lewis Mackay. Have you played him before, Ben?
I played him in the US versus UK challenge, and we had a great game. That game is on Cross Tables if you want to watch it. It's also on Jessica's channel if you want to watch the game as more of a live game with commentary. I believe Avery Mojica was doing commentary for that. It was really close. It really went down to the wire, and he beat me by 10 points. I think he won 485 to 475.
So here we have. Are we seeing Ian Coventry's rack there? Exaltav, or there we go. And Ian Coventry is not a player I know well. Do you know him, Ben?
I might have seen his name a few times, but yeah, I've never met him, so I can only speak for his rating. He's lining up Lutex, which is not a word. He's thinking of latex, which he has, but that leaves the ugly VU.
Yeah, it does. I'm not sure about that.
I think there are a lot of reasonable plays on this turn. I think you could play latex. I think you could play exalt. I think you could also play vault, which is probably what I would play.
Value?
Or no, just vault. Leave EX.
Okay.
I'd rather have EX than TX.
Yeah.
It also gives a little bit less back.
It does. It does. I'm just thinking that value sets the U up for the X, but of course we'll see if he does that. Vault. V-A-U-L-T is going to come down, and no problem with that, we think. EX is a nice lead.
Nope. I'm fairly certain that Lewis is just going to play Rainier parallel to that.
Rainier, yeah, there doesn't seem any doubt about that. So that's a little bit of a relief for Lewis that he's got River Rain as well, of course. So River Rain.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, River Rain is going to score more, and yeah, that's the play. But he's pleased there, and he's going to come down. He's going to play quite quickly, I think you see with Lewis.
Oh, interesting. River Rain is columns only, and I recently played in a TWO game, Riverine, which is both.
I
tried.
I used to live in a block of flats called Riverine, and so I've always known that one. Riverine doesn't come to mind so quickly, but brilliant there. And
good play. So now Ian still has his X and can still score well with it. He could play FAIX.
Yeah, that looks pretty nice. Oh, look. My goodness. Another. Another for... and I don't mean another.
Oh, yeah.
Another. And,
another.
He's got another. And that...
I was like, wait, what's the bingo in there? I'm having trouble finding it. Oh, yeah, it's another. Oh, yeah, it's another.
That's not going to be blocked. And because he's not... I very much doubt that... we're going to see Ian play anywhere over there. So XI and
a bit of a C4 alternative to FAIX, but I would probably rather play those or infix as Quackle suggests.
It's not the end of the world, but he's drawn the Z, and this is going to give him.
I think that's a upside down N.
Oh right, so what?
Missing a 0 there for the score on the tile.
I think so. So he's got an upside down I there as well. Goodness me. And he's got an upside down W. Hang on, it's an M. Okay, he's got Famini. Oh, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
He has the oft ridiculed dash tile. The upside, the eye flipped on his head.
Yeah. So, is there anything from his rack there? Meanify?
Not that I could think of. Maybe famininely, but probably not.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there is one word. But
yeah.
Play. I'll be very impressed if you could find this.
Which is? Oh well, maybe give the people a chance to guess. You mean he's going to have a chance to play it? Is he?
No, he's not.
He's not. No. So
I'll give you a hint. It plays with a C.
Okay.
Has a more talked about variant. The word is feminazi, or feminacy, I guess in this case.
Feminacy, yes. Feminacy. Yeah. Okay. All right, but he's not going to have a chance to play that. So another, is that going to go above the T or below it?
Good question. I would probably play it below since the J is still on scene.
Yeah. So another down.
Giving Lewis a nice lead, but far from over.
No. This is the early part of the game, so we can't say that yet. But it's certainly nasty when you've taken a big lead there. Ian can kind of like fish here and leave the board nicely open for a bingo on the next turn. So things are not desperate yet for Ian. But
absolutely not.
He doesn't want another bingo to go down from Lewis.
That would be bad news. Doesn't look like one is going to, though.
No, but he has got the Q with the U, so we could see further scoring.
He needs a few more vowels for that, though.
He would, yeah, he would. Yeah, it's yeah.
Here in ST, pondering in the chat to whether another takes an S. It does not.
It does not. All right.
No.
Yeah. I wasn't sure about that. That was going to be my first question there. My feeling is it wouldn't, but you've been wrong before, right, Ben?
I've been wrong many times. I might play something like Fame here. I like this play.
Yeah. This is scoring plenty.
Scoring so many points.
And scoring plenty is very important to keep in touch. And really, we're only looking there at 40 points behind.
Yeah, he's not really that far back. Neither of those bingos were huge.
No, it's a mere bagatelle.
And Ian has been scoring every turn.
Yeah, that's right. So that's good for him. And YIN could turn into something nice, and could even see Ian come right back. TYIN. Got that clunky J.
Jetty.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Need a G.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to be given one. Hey, I don't think he's going to play Bug or Hug.
He could play something like
Bug. I mean,
I don't think he's going to play Bug though.
I think if he, would you actually be in a situation here where you would burn the U and keep the Q, or would you sort of avoid that at all costs? I mean, something like Berg, BURGH up there, would that be something you'd never do, or is it a possibility?
Berg is something that I was looking at. I would have to play off one more tile and have it score a few more points. It's just not quite there for me.
Yeah, it's not quite there. Yeah, I think I agree with that. It also. What have we got here though with the Q? I mean,
not much. You could play something like Brung, or even just Berg through that U.
Yeah.
You have Gukin, which is he's looking at Gukin.
Okay, I get that. He's given the G, but in the wrong place.
Yeah, so close, so close.
You can still see jetting come down, I suppose, if he wants to.
Yeah, it's not quite the same.
It's not the same. It's not the same. Does jetting take S? Does jetting take S?
That's what I'm wondering. I'm gonna guess. I'm looking it up. I'm gonna guess it does. It does not.
He's going to keep looking at that and thinking, bloody hell, why couldn't the G have been one down?
Chat. Talking to chat about brug, which is very similar to berg. It just puts everything where you want it.
Okay, Jetty here is very nice, very high scoring, and there really isn't much in the game here because Ian is scoring. Lewis is bingoing, but Ian is scoring. So well played to him. He's only 19 behind. Yeah, we have a game. Yeah, that's right. And you know, Ben, it's not all about the bingos, is it? This game.
Absolutely not. So I think Brog is going to come down here for Lewis. And Lewis seems to agree.
Yeah.
He plays that instantly.
Yeah, very quickly there. He's surprised to actually have the G there, I think, wasn't he? You know, you think it's going to be taken away from him, but it's not. And
it's not the easiest spot to take. If you're not bingoing there, you're not really scoring that much unless you play something with a huge power tile.
So here we have a not ridiculous rack for Ian.
No, this rack is plenty reasonable. He could play something like... Well, I don't see any great plays off the top of my head.
Wish one of those N's was an L, and he'd be able to slot oval in above the triple there. But that's just wishful thinking. So EV doesn't do it at the bottom there. EV nothing there. There's no Evian. So
so close to a big OHM overlap play, but not quite there either.
Exactly. So what to do? What to do,
indeed.
And Ian, who's been scoring, will be thinking, how can I keep scoring?
Think you might just want to play something like, oh no, here. I'm just
thinking about the J.
I'm just thinking about deduping here. I'm not too concerned about the V at this point.
No.
You can deal with that next.
Yeah.
Turn. I'm just thinking I need to deduplicate these O's, and I need to get rid of these O's even, and I want to deduplicate these N's.
Is that a word, incidentally? Deduplicate?
I would think it should be. Oh, I would hear suggestions in the chat about Envoy, which I somehow missed, from the E, which I think is actually pretty good. And I'm not sure I agree with this play from Ian. It's very hard. It's very hard not. It's very hard not to call Ian because Ian Weinstein is a very notable player from the U.S. and I've gotten used to calling him Ian.
Right, that's a strange pronunciation, isn't it? Sorry, pronunciation.
It is. I've never heard of it before I met him, but right. I guess that's just how. I guess that's just what he prefers. And we hear from the chat that deduplicate is a word. It's actually a word that I use in my workplace.
Excellent. Okay, so you learn a new useful word every day here.
And it has an anagram.
Oh, really? Okay. So Lewis is holding some reasonable things, scoring potential. We would think not huge scoring potential, but
this rack seems very medium in pretty much every aspect.
What about muid? Is that a word? MUID over there?
It is. I like that play.
Okay.
Oh, I like this play a little bit better though. I think.
Duomi looks nice. Turnover, very nice.
Doesn't give anything crazy back.
Oh, we got the got a nice scoring potential down to the triple there. So, ooh. Those 2 O's though from after Van is, you know, really it's not nice. But we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, he's really wishes he had T to play through. It's not really.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the option to bingo with this rack.
Does Polo work at the bottom there, Ben? Under the J?
Polo looks like it works pretty all right.
Has he got any play at all down from the I of Duomi?
That's what I'm looking at right now.
Polonia.
Is that a word?
Don't know. Something.
That doesn't look familiar to me.
Rings a bell.
So I'm going to say it's not.
Polonia.
It is not.
No. It sounds like something else.
Maybe Polynia. Oh, polonium. Yes.
Yeah. There's some kind of element.
Oh yeah, that's the word that we were looking for. Oil pan.
Oil pan.
That looks like the play here.
It does look like the play. That would solve everything, and put just an O, and with the blanks to come, that would be very nice. Obviously not giving anything away, turning over tiles, but Polo is a much easier play, and you know, it gives a line to play a bingo from. Also, it gives a line for Lewis to play a bingo from, of course. But
it might send Lewis for a loop.
Yeah, it might. Lewis is looking at Googies, among other things, I expect. So I think we're going to see this go. Oh, what are we doing here? Bloop. Okay, bloop.
All right, so I think Goog is going to come down.
At the top there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't. It looks nice. IES will.
Yeah, you don't want these G's. The only downside is the biggest worry with that play is that your opponent could kill you with a double here, but you can't really worry about that too much. You're not that far ahead.
You can't really worry about that. Ian's got Ian on his rack. Ian Doku. Ian Doku.
Dr. Ian.
Possibly, or some kind of Japanese Ian, possibly.
Speaking of Japanese, he has a nice Japanese vegetable on that rack, which I think is the best play.
Daikon down from the I, which I love Daikon, so that comes to mind for me reasonably quickly. Keeps the U, of course, but what? Oh, Enoki, is that Japanese?
Good question. But yeah, Daikon there.
Daikon was
the
better.
Play. I think Ian played this turn maybe a little too quickly.
A little bit fast. Yeah, could be the situation there. However. So, we're looking at a pretty nice rack here, aren't we? What's he got there, Ben?
He has. I see steadily. It's the first thing I see. Oh, there's columns only 7 in this rack. This tile, which I did not know. It doesn't look like it plays though.
So nothing through the AR. Yard would be a very nice way to balance the rack there, playing Famed and Y, but there may be something much better here. Styled, obviously, scores very well.
From the chat that we hear from the chat that enoki is also a Japanese vegetable.
Really?
It is a mushroom. Yeah.
It's not. Oh wow. Okay.
So it's actually pretty funny that he played a Japanese vegetable, but he didn't even make the best Japanese vegetable play.
It is quite funny. He used a mushroom. He used a mushroom instead. He must be a fun guy.
I think he's pretty rad too, but only radish.
Question is he going to be the champion? Don't worry, I'm quite famous for my mushroom puns, so this could go on all night. So what are we likely to see here? Style scores so much.
Yeah, it does. Mushroom puns will just go off a cloud of smoke if we keep making them, though.
Yeah, I think we should stop while we're behind.
Great. Okay, so styled is definitely a good option. I think Lewis definitely wants some points here. If he wants to make a blocking play and also fish, he can play Yid. That doesn't really do anything about the opt line, though. Obviously.
Yeah. He's going through his options here. Style will give him a big lead. But of course, as you rightly pointed out just a minute ago, the OP there has set up the possibility of a very high score. But there's kind of like no hiding here on this. He goes for Yard. I like Yard.
I like Yard too. That was the first play you suggested, and
yeah.
I think it is kind of, even though he's ahead, I do think it might be a little bit better to fish on this board rather than try and draw into a bingo. And Yard scores a lot anyways. So
yeah, it does. So Yard goes down. He's very, very likely to. That's
not what he wanted to see.
That's unlucky. Bespilt is not a word, right?
Good question. I don't think it is. No. I think Chad agreed with Yard over Styled.
Yeah.
And people in the chat are calling our mushroom puns a spore effort.
Oh, that's terrible. They should be ashamed of themselves for such a thing.
I don't think we have any right to talk, though.
No. Quite possibly not.
Okay, so Wad comes down, perfectly reasonable play.
Yep.
Still a very close game.
No problem with that.
But now it looks like it's less lucrative to fish here. A lot of lines just got closed down. Yeah.
But, just playing the B on cab or something, that PILTES, it's so tempting,
It is tempting.
It's so tempting.
You can only miss for so long, though.
Cab scores 15, he's 97, he's 50 ahead,
Yep.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I might just play Belt here, though I don't like how that gives back a top, but especially with both blanks out.
I'm tempted to go for cab myself, but
this is a very tough turn.
How about Jib? Jib looks good.
Jib does look good.
Jib scores well.
Yep, chat likes Jib.
28.
You're keeping some of the rack together. If you draw some of the rack there are a lot of vowels unseen, so BP was kind of a weird and unfortunate pickup. Oh, speaking of unfortunate pickups, look at Ian's rack.
Yeah, it's awful. I mean, here you could see.
I think it's good play. Well, we'll worry about Ian's turn once it gets there. I think.
Plebiscite.
I think pleb makes a lot of sense.
There's a lot of ease. There's a lot of ease to come here, and pleb scores gives nothing away there. So maybe
I like it. I do like it in the sense that there are so many e's out.
But there was nothing wrong with keeping PL on that turn. But there we go. He's made his choice, and he's made a score, and
yep, and it looks like it might pay off for him.
Yeah, heuristic, and
yeah,
heuristic.
I think that's gonna get blocked by EAU though.
Yeah, maybe heuristic will virtually win the game.
Yeah.
if it goes down, but he's not certain to get it down. We'll see. Is there anything through the
doesn't actually block it?
No, it doesn't. Yeah, very true. Very true. So what about AUE?
AUE?
No, that doesn't block it either. So he's going to get a chance to play this, and this one is beginning to look very nasty for Ian Coventry. Here in the sixth round.
I don't envy his position.
Sixth round of the National Scrabble Championships from England.
In about 2 seconds.
Heuristic's going to go down in no time at all, and that's going to score around about 100 points. And this game is looking like history already for Ian Coventry. I don't know if he comes from Coventry, but Lewis is kind of sending him there, Ben.
Oh.
Of course, I like the fact that after my awful punning on Coventry, he's now got Leeds. Although Leeds is not a word. Leeds is a very well-known place in England. Have we seen a blank there? Oh my goodness! Here we have a lovely pickup for Lewis, and this is only
least airiest.
Exactly. So this is only going to compound the problems. I imagine he might play down to the S there just to open up a line, making it a little bit easier, like, I don't know, duels or something. Ludes, I don't know. But whatever it is.
Whatever it is, it's not going to go well for him.
It's not going to go well. That's very, very true. And this game is absolutely history. So he's going to play duels. And we're going to see another bingo.
Yep, dainties probably.
One of those will go down, and Lewis is. I wonder if he's going to pick up the blank after that as well.
There is still another blank to pick up, but there are only 6 tiles in the bag, so he's not going to be able to bingo again. Poor Lewis. I feel so bad for him. He's had 4 bingos to his opponent's 0.
He's got an upside down N as well, look.
There you go. That's exactly what that is.
Absolutely. I've never seen one of those. Oh, he turns it round. And
well, that's Ian who has that, but yes.
Yeah, Ian. So we're going to see a bingo here, and then we're going to see Lewis pick the blank as well.
Only if he could turn this game around, I hear from the chat. Like he could turn that Z around.
Seizes is a word, isn't it? And then make a nice score down to the is that a word? Seizes, I think it is, isn't it? So
that sounds like a word.
A scoring move for Ian, at least to minimise the spread defeat, which is now looking as a painful thing.
These games have really just been bloodbaths towards the end.
Yeah. Well, that's Scrabble at this level. When a player gets a better score, a better run of the tiles, it can be, as you rightly point out, a bloodbath.
Ian never really had anything going this game. He just never had a bingo rack.
He started off well. He kept scoring, and even though
Lewis kept pace admirably,
he kept
but
pace.
It just was not in the cards for him.
I don't think we could look at it and say there was any particular terrible error on his play. He just didn't have the tiles.
No. Maybe a few small things I would have done differently, but nothing. I think he played this game absolutely fine. But on the other hand, Lewis also played this game perfectly fine. Maybe a few small things I would have done differently, but other than that, really.
Minor things. I think he's going to play Caesars, so then we'll look at the best possible play to minimise to get the most spread for Lewis, and this game is history.
As is Ian's spread, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's gonna lose this one by.
Lewis needed a win here, though.
150 or more, 160 or 70. So Lewis is going to be thrilled here to win again. Lewis is one of the players who's never won this championship. Ben,
I think he has the unfortunate title of best player in the UK to not be national champion.
Right.
I don't know if Austin's won it. He would probably give him a run for his money.
Yeah.
I think it's very close between those two.
Too often a bridesmaid. Of course, he was a bridesmaid in the Westpac Championship in Perth when Wellington Gerry gave him a bit of a pasting. Yeah. Were you in Perth, Ben?
I was not. I've not played a World Championship yet.
Is that so?
No, I'm thinking about King's Cup next year and maybe a World Championship too, if it's in the cards. But I also really want to go back to cause.
Yeah, King's Cup is just down the road from me, Ben. You wanna come around and stay in my place? So long as we don't play Scrabble, as long as we don't play Scrabble, I'll be happy.
Absolutely, I would love to see. If I'm traveling all that way, I'm gonna want to see some of Thailand anyways.
You'll be most welcome. You can come and look after my kids while I sleep.
Oh, I think I've seen pictures of your kids. They're adorable. So sure, why not?
Excellent. I'm sure you'll be.
I'll
a wonderful
too,
addition
so it works
to the
out.
So he's going to play size instead. It may be the best thing to do.
Might just be uncertain of
Caesars. I possibly.
I think guarantees him out of play.
Yeah.
Which I'm not seeing yet.
No heuristic take an S, does it?
I think it might. It does. So you can play it with ease there.
Exactly. Yeah. Which might have been a little bit of a better play than playing Caesars and E. I'm not sure. It's of minor importance for the.
It's all over but the spread.
Yeah, bar the spread. So you see anything?
Okay,
nice
so we hear in the chat they did our work for us. They could play Fawn. Fawn, Fun, Aro, and Waka, which is going to score a metric ton.
Oh, lovely play! Yeah, lovely play. I'm
glad I didn't have to look for that. I think Lewis sees it.
He definitely sees it, and this is tremendous performance from Lewis, who's played this game to a very high level. And if Fawn goes down, he can slap himself on the back and look forward to ditching that bridesmaid tag, Ben.
Hopefully, he's still got some work to do. I think he's now going to be 4-2.
Yeah, he has. But it's
best
not
player
a bad start.
Best player in the UK not to be a UK national champion isn't necessarily a title that you want, though.
Indeed. So in this game, he managed to get down another heuristic, Riverain, and Dainty. So that was 4 bingos. And how many bingos did we see from Ian? I'm afraid Ian was left with none.
Ian got the donut.
Ian got the donut.
As you donut bingo.
You donut bingo. Thank you very much for that. It certainly is lovely to see our Americans punning away in the land of England. And if he presumably he knows heuristics, so we're going to see that as his outplay.
I would think so. It also plays parallel to dainties.
Yeah.
I didn't see it first cut of the blank.
Right.
Blank tunnel vision is really a real thing.
I agree, and it's got worse for me over the years. I must say, sometimes I stare at it during games and not imagine even what it is.
At Nationals, my last play of Nationals when I was playing for money, I almost played phony. I almost played like NF something because I thought the blank was something else. I still didn't make a good play, but thankfully I won anyway.
Right. Okay, so ease may not have been the best play, but it goes down, and it's of minor importance at the end of this game, which has gone to a massive win of 174 points to Lewis Mackay.